Well, welcome back here to the Middle School State Championships. Colin Freitas is kicking off for Bowling Green to Corbin 7th grade middle school. Gary Ball, Coach Mike Meehan, William Warfield here. Well, what a great one just concluded here, Coach Meehan.
Oh, it was a good game, really good game. Cottle came back right at the end thanks to a turnover and took the ball in to score to win by 4 points, I think. So
Dakota Patterson is back deep for Corbin. And also back there is Cameron Combs, as we said, set to kick off. Colin Freitas there for Bowling Green, number 16. He's set to kick off. It's the Purples and the Red Hounds here in the 7th grade semifinal game. Short kick, far side. Patterson bobbles it, and the ball is on the ground at the 40, but it looks like Corbin was able to jump back on it there.
Yeah, Corbin was able to jump back on it. Number 10, I believe, for
Coach,
Corbin jumped on that football.
You literally did a sprint to the restroom and back. Yeah. And that's a long way from up here in the press box.
It's a long way, but you know what I noticed on the way down there? It's a nice crowd.
Yep.
There's a lot of people. When you look across, you about half the stands are filled on the Corbin side, but there were so many people standing around the field too. So
here come the Corbin Red Hounds offensively, and quarterback waiting for the snap, full house, and he's going to give it to the second man through Patterson, and he's running hard. Very little running room there, though. Your quarterback is Cameron Combs. That was Patterson, the ball carrier.
Patterson's a big guy.
Yeah, we'll check these defenders for Bowling Green here after this play. Second down, only get about a yard there, Coach.
These games are going back to back to back just like that so quickly. So we didn't even have time to do the starting lineup. So
got the full house backfield
deep
for Combs. Yeah, they're deep back there in that wishbone. Give left side, and the second man through is going to be the backup. That's Dwayne Sparks, and Sparks takes it up to about the 44. We're to be third down at about 6.
This is different than the previous teams that played. They ran the same. Both teams ran some wishbone too, but their fullbacks, their backs were like 1 yard from the line of scrimmage or 1 yard behind the quarterback. This Corbin team, they back way up on their wishbone.
They do. Cameron Combs, as we said, is your quarterback. He went to the sideline. And, Coach, something you don't see a lot, Dwayne Sparks went to the sideline and talked to somebody over there as well, the running back who just carried the ball. Third down, and let's call it 7 for the Red Hounds. Here's a fake, back inside the goal. Some running room. First down is going to be Sparks, and Sparks going to take it all the way down to the 43-yard line.
Little misdirection here. They ran a counter back to the running back on that play. Pretty good watch on instant replay. We caught the end of it.
Well, Sparks coming in there running
pretty
hard.
Pretty good job pounding the ball.
And looked like making the play there was Caden Jeffries. But first down, Corbin and Bowling Green. Earlier it was Cottle coming from behind, and they won 24-20. And what a ball game that was just a little bit earlier against Johnson County. 5-20. And quarterback, and they're going to give it off the left side. That's Patterson. Patterson to at the 38-yard line. Well, that's a nice first yard. There's a penalty marker down, so hold the phone. That was a nice 7-yard pickup.
They threw a flag right on the end, right on the sideline over there.
Sure did.
There's a holding penalty.
Holding against Corbin, so that'll move them back instead of having it down to the 35. That's going to move them back, Coach, and they'll have first and about 15 now from the 48-yard line of Bowling Green.
Yeah, those holding penalties are
going to move them back further.
That's going to go back further there. They marked it from the point there, so
back to the.
It's going to be 25, second and 20.
So Corbin in their own territory now at the 49. They would have had it down to the 35 of Bowling Green.
It's his first time.
Regardless of that holding penalty, but it happened, so they move it back.
They're back.
You can't, coulda, shoulda, woulda. The flag was there. 5 minutes here, no score, and somebody just jumped offside for Bowling Green.
Yeah.
One of the big tackles over there on the left side looked like Austin Anderson.
Yeah, quarterback did a good job of changing that snap count, barking it out real loud, and Anderson jumped on that. Pretty good job. Hey, I want to say a shout-out hello to our friend, Curtis Cotton.
Yep.
Down in Bowling Green. He's watching this on PrepSpin.
Curtis Cotton. Shout out to Curtis. Great
the guru of offensive football.
Great coach. He's a good one.
He's the best.
First down at about 13 here for Corbin. They would have had it down to the 35. Then they had a holding penalty. we're just underway in the football game, opening drive of the game for the Red Hounds against Bowling Green here in the middle school state championships. Fake now, quarterback keeps it, and that's going to be Combs, and he's going to dive down to about the 41-yard line. So that's going to bring up now a third down and about 8 for the Corbin Red Hounds.
Yeah, they got a little bit of that back, but they're going to have to get a little bit more. Hey, Curtis, when you're watching this game, you see anything you want to talk to me about, hit me on Twitter or text me on my phone number. If you see anything defensively, offensively that you think are interesting.
Yeah, go on Twitter. It's at PrepSpin on Twitter, and you can send us a question or comment. Actually, excuse me, it's 2nd down and 8. I missed one, jumping ahead of myself. Here's Combs looking to pass, and he rolls to the right, sets, throws high, incomplete. Good effort, though, down there on the receiving end by Sparks, Dwayne Sparks. Poor Dwayne really went up for that ball.
He did. I think Dwayne's talking to the quarterback saying, hey, get me the ball a little earlier, give me a chance here. I think I was open. Of course, they're always open.
They're always open, like the tight end. Third down and 8. Third down and 8, 3:56 to go in the first quarter. No score here. Opening drive, Coach, of this game. Good to be back with you, Coach, here on the middle school state championships. I've enjoyed covering a couple of these games today.
They're fun. It's really fun.
I'll be back with you tomorrow for one of the games tomorrow as well. So third down. Darren Douglas will have the call of the last 2 tonight. Farnsley, Johnson County, 8th grade. And North Pulaski and South Warren, 8th grade.
Another movement. He had a procedure. Their running back jumped forward before the ball was snapped.
Well, penalties killing Corbin on this drive. Remember, they had the big holding penalty after they had it all the way down to the 35-yard line.
Yeah, that's true. They're going backwards.
Now it's 3rd and 13 at the 46 of Bowling Green. Corbin, your red squad, and boy, those Bowling Green uniforms, you and I've seen those enough covering the Commonwealth Gridiron Bowl. The Bowling Green Purples, the high school team there, everybody with the purple jerseys and Notre Dame-looking pants, those Notre Dame helmets. But Bowling Green, a powerhouse under Kevin Wallace and company.
Just a super job down there. And they play a good schedule, too. They play out-of-state teams, Tennessee and so on, just to really bolster their team.
I know they lost early in the year to St. X. Quick pass out there to our man out there, Sparks, and he's still running. Sparks finally, let's see where they mark him at, Coach. He's going to go out of bounds about the 41-yard line, so it's going to bring up 4th down, and it's going to be a long 6, maybe 7 for Corbin here.
Yeah, they're going to have to figure out a way, unless they punt the ball here. If they're going to go for it, they're going to have to figure out a way to get that 8 yards in the air, because they're not going to be able to run against this defense the way this defense is set up to stop the run.
They've got a lot of guys up in the box, don't they?
Absolutely, and there's some size up there, too. Take a look at the number 76, I believe, for Bowling Green.
Yeah, Austin Anderson.
Yeah, we don't have any heights and weights on our rosters, but we can tell that these are big young men.
Yeah, for 7th graders, Coach. You're exactly right. We're going to have twins both sides. Now they'll shift Patterson in the slot to the right side. Out of the shotgun, Combs and jumping, and that's going to be offside against Patterson. He thought he was playing arena football.
Well, it doesn't work that way, not in middle school or any school here.
Only works in arena football when where the receiver can take off like that, but he can't cross the line of scrimmage until that ball's been snapped. Right. I'm talking about arena ball.
Yeah.
You and I called arena ball, didn't we, Coach?
Oh, my gosh. That was so much fun. I just loved it. It was so much. We got to see Jared Lorenzen playing quarterback.
Yeah, I ran into Jared at a UK game a couple weeks ago. 3:49 here. 4th down, and that offside by Patterson's going to cost them 5 yards back. 46-yard line. They had about 7 or 8. Now they're going to need about 13.
They're going to punt.
And they're going to punt it. Here's the punt. And Bollinger, good little punt, bounces 10, 5. Boy, they're going to really back them up here at about the 3-yard line on the punt there by Bowling Green. That was a good job there by, I believe that was Colin Fratis, the punter. He kicked off as well, Coach.
That was nice punt. That was a really nice punt. Well, let's see what Bowling Green can come up with here. They're going to be backed up, and again, these quarters will go quickly, Gary. It's a 7-minute quarter, so we're already halfway through the quarter.
Coach, I'll be downtown tonight at the Lexart Center downtown, up close and personal with Bridget, of course, and the Kentucky Ballet Theater. I'll be down there tonight.
Boy, they're in the end zone here. Their running backs are deep.
Quarterback is Bert Kabawa, and he is Going to fake it, tuck it himself, and he's out to about the 5. Good job there by
– Good job of getting the yardage.
Kibbewa, they're calling him Kibbewa. So make sure that's another thing, folks. We don't get hardly any information on these teams, and that includes name pronunciation.
No, we don't. We just come up here. We're up here just enjoying the football game, and we have to come up with pronunciations. Doggone it, we'll do it.
That's Bert Kibbewa. So he did a nice job getting out of that end zone, did Kibbewa. 3:06 here in the first quarter, no score. Boy, Kibbewa trying to draw them all side. Quick pass far side. Caught out there, but immediately dropped.
Yeah, he's lucky he got out of the end zone.
Good play out there, but they do make the grab. And Patterson made the play there defensively.
He's a nice-sized kid, too. This may be the smallest center I've ever seen in football.
So Christian Conyers back there in the backfield. They have Davis Fant split out they got triple receivers to the bottom now. 2:30 to go. Kibbewa. And tripped up is the quarterback. He faked it to Conyer and tucked it. Let's see where they mark him at. What's going to be 4th down. Here comes the Bowling Green punt team.
Well, I'll tell you what I'm going to tell you right now. DeAndre Wilson, playing center for Bowling Green, he is no bigger than a minute. And he's the smallest guy out on the field. He's playing center, and he's out there blocking people. Tough kid. Congratulations to you and your parents and anything about you, son.
There's Fratis punting, and it's a high, short punt. Bounces up to the 30, close to the 30-yard line. I might not make the 30, so that's where Corbin will have it. Boy, they did a great job. It was the punt by Corbin that backed him up down inside the 3. As you said, Coach, the first play they were in their end zone, and Kibbewa did a good job getting it out of the end zone.
They were lucky they got out of it. Yeah, but now they're going to give Corbin pretty good field position here, though. So with 1:46 to go in the first quarter.
Football just inside the 30 for Corbin. No score. The Red Hounds, well, their 8th grade team looked impressive earlier today.
They really did.
First down. And they give it over the left side to Sparks. Sparks running, getting a block. Left side 10-5. Does he get in? And let's see. Yes, touchdown.
Little jet sweep, handoff on the inside. Did a really good job of turning the corner. Got a good block on the edge. We'll see if we can get in a minute, get a replay of that. That was really good.
Yeah, we'll see William. There comes William in here now. He has to run the camera outside the box, come in to run the replays. But watch, outstanding job here by Dwayne Sparks.
Little
Look at Sparks. He waited for his blockers, too, Coach. That was key. Look, getting downfield. There's 11 out there leading the charge there.
Right, and 30. Nice job.
Patterson and Camden Johnson. So 135. They're going to go for 2. That seems to be the MO for all these teams, to go for the 2-point. They don't want to chance it with a kick.
Oh, a little fake handoff. Quarterback kept the ball.
And Combs was able to get it in.
Nice
Good job by Combs to dive in there for 8-0 lead now for the Corbin Red Hounds with 1:35 to go here in the first quarter. We'll keep it right here at Bryan Station High School. Gary Ball, Mike Meehan, William Orfield producing, and it was Combs running that one in, Coach, after the nice TD run by Dwayne Sparks of 31.
We've noticed that, and I know you have too, Gary, that these 2-point conversions become very important in these games.
Yes, sir.
If you don't get them and this thing adds up at the end, you can find yourself behind by a point or ahead only by a point. So.
Well, earlier the game that Coach Meehan and Darren Douglas called, what a great come from behind by Caudle over out of Richmond, Kentucky. Johnson County, they kind of looked like they were 20-8. They were in cruise control, but Coach, 16 unanswered by Caudle, and they win at 24-20.
And actually, probably we're going to get beat right at the end there if it wasn't for a turnover by Johnson County. Caudle got the turnover, took it down, and scored for the win, and it was a very good football game. So.
Tomorrow, the championships get underway at 11 a.m., Coach. And, boy, what a good one to start with tomorrow as well. I know Boyle County, that will be a war, won't it?
That will be a war. That's going to be a really
Boyle
good
County
game.
And Corbin. That will be at 11. 1:35 coming up later. Farnsley and Johnson County, 8th grade, and North Pulaski South Warren, 8th grade. Darren and Coach Meehan will give you the call of those. 8-0 here as Corbin has scored on a Dwayne Sparks 31-yard run. Here's the short kick to guy. Oh, they touched it before it went to 10 yards. And let's see, down on the ground there. Let's see what they call here, Coach. Yeah, they're
going to give the ball to Bowling Green. I don't really know if he did touch it. It looked like he almost touched it. We'll see.
So they're going to give the ball to the Purples. They'll have good field position at the 40. Let's see what they're going to mark it at. They're going to mark it in, they're going to mark it in Corbin territory at the 49, so he must have touched the ball there, Coach.
They're going to give him the ball right there.
So at the 49-yard line with minute 35 in the first quarter. The Bowling Green Purples. Got a lot of coaches listed here on their coaching squad.
Back to that full house look with a full house shotgun look.
Inside handoff goes to Conyer, and he's not going anywhere.
Oh, that was a good defensive job. Good sportsmanship out there. I've noticed that in both of these games, all these games we've seen. Nice job of making a tackle out there by Van Hook.
Good job
and Sparks.
Aaron Van Hook. So second down, no K there, but no gain at all. So they're calling him, Kibbewa? Is that what they're calling him?
That's what they're saying on the loudspeaker.
Yeah, we apologize, folks, for if we're incorrect on that. But it's Bert, K-I-B-A-W-A, Kibbewa, far right side. Nice. And it's caught! And down to the 40-yard line, and it's caught by Davis. Dominic Davis with the catch. Boy, that's a nice catch there by Davis. We're going to take a look at that super catch again, Coach, on the replay.
That's going to give it 3rd and a yard now. They're going to hurry up and run this play, William.
But look at that catch there.
Nice catch. Turns upfield. Man, nice job.
Super catch by Dominic Davis. He was just about a half a yard shy at the 40. And they jumped offside, and they pulled him, Coach. First down, it'll be down to the 35. So Bowling Green trying to tie this game up.
Nice job. Really, that hard count that quarterback's using is really causing some problems with Corbin. They need to sit in there, watch the football, and move on the football.
The center is Wilson, DeAndre Wilson. I see big Travion Bunton over on the left tackle spot. We'll try to give some of these offensive linemen for you for Bowling Green. They have 1st and 10 now at the 35 of Corbin. Motion by Fant. And now the quarterback, Kibbewa, will snap it inside to Conyer. Conyer running hard, trying to bounce it outside. He does 30, 25, 20. It's a foot race, 10.
Fast.
And finally run out of bounds. Yeah. And there to run him out and save the touchdown, David McFadden.
Good speed, Gary Ball. Nice speed getting around the corner there.
Yeah, Conyer did a good job.
We got a penalty on the play, though. Got a block in the back.
As I like to say, hold the phone.
Hold the phone, block in the back.
Put it back on the hook
again.
Because it's coming back.
That's really hurts when you have a really good run like that with some nice blocks. Here's the replay.
Might as well look at it again because it was a good play, notwithstanding the hold.
Fant changes sides.
Boy, he bounced it outside there. That's what made look at that great job of shifting. Got a good block there by 81 there. That's Bert.
I think that's what they called the block in the back, though.
Okay. So takes it to the 46 instead of having it down to about the 10-yard line. Minute to go. First quarter. Back to pass.
Screen.
Kibbewa to Conyer. Breaks a tackle. Big fella there. Breaks another tackle. No, Conyer can't finally break that one. Somebody had him by the ankle there. But I tell you what, out there leading the charge was Bunton, the big offensive lineman. Did you see big number 77 out there? Well, he ran into him, Coach.
He did.
He said, "Get out of my way, big fella. I know where I'm going. Do you know where you're going?"
What's going on here?
That's the end of the quarter, I believe. So the end of the first quarter, and as we head to the second quarter, it is 8-0 Corbin, but Bowling Green marching down now.
What's the 6:55 on the?
I'm not sure what that is, Coach, but that's the end of the first quarter. We'll see if there's maybe a clock issue or something. I'm not sure about that, but it is 8-0 Corbin on top. They scored on a Sparks 31-yard TD run, and we'll come back with second quarter action here on PrepSpin.com.
I wanted to get back on the basketball court.
I want to get back to the ref I used to be.
I want to get back to gardening.
I want to get back to playing with my band.
Only one team is qualified to get patients back to living their lives. Bluegrass Orthopedics has physician experts to assist in your recovery, whether it's an injury or chronic condition. Bluegrass Orthopedics provides convenient, specialized, and comprehensive care for your unique life.
My tax refund usually helps me out, but this year it was much lower than what it was supposed to be. This isn't enough to get me caught up. What am I supposed to do?
Is this happening to you? We're Atkinson, Sims, and Kermode.
Bankruptcy could be your best solution.
We're here to give you a fresh financial start.
Say no to debt. Get your bankruptcy started for as little as $78 today. The consultation is free in Lexington and now in London. This is where.
Oh!
Second and 14. That pass is incomplete. Trying to go out there to Christian Conyer. Brings up third down and 14, just underway in the second quarter of action with Corbin on top. 8-0 here in the 7th grade middle school, Kentucky Middle School State Championships coming up. Farnsley and Johnson County, 8th grade, and then North Pulaski and South Warren. Here's Kibble back to pass. Throws, and he threw it to the wrong shoulder of Conyer, incomplete.
Yeah, and I think Conyer wasn't ready either. He wasn't looking for the football. So actually it was a pretty good play, though. We have a sideline warning against Bowling Green.
So the next one will be a problem, right?
It could be a problem. I think it was against – no, it wouldn't be.
Well, the next one would be a penalty. So 6:52 here, 7-minute quarters in 7th grade football. 8-0 Corbin on top. The only touchdown is a Dwayne Sparks 31-yard run. Corbin on top. And Kibble in the backfield out of the gun. Looking left, sets, throws down the middle. It's got a receiver. Oh, incomplete. Young man was down there.
Nice throw, Gary.
Yeah, it was intended to Zach Burt. Well, Burt, and he got his bell rung there after the ball came in. We're going to take a – here comes William there quickly to give the – it's like there's a man behind that door, then all of a sudden he appears.
Appears out of nowhere.
Let's take a look at that replay. What a hit put on there on the intended receiver, Burt. There it is. Nice throw here by the quarterback, Kibble.
Yeah, it was. Look at that. Right on the money. Catch the ball, brother.
So Corbin will take over at the 39-yard line. And their quarterback, of course, is Cameron Combs out of the gun. Here comes motion to the near side. Combs gives it to the motion man. He's up to the midfield stripe, all the way down to the 45-yard line, and that's going to be Dwayne Sparks, the motion man. He came in motion and gave him the ball, Coach, and he took it all the way to the 45, and it looked like Tate helped out on that stop.
Tate helped out on that stop. If Tate wasn't there, that would have been a problem. It's a pretty nice job. Yeah, I like that play, too. They motion the man, and then he blocks the edge player, the defensive end, to allow the running back to hit up in the hole. Nice play.
Yeah, also Caden Jeffries helped out on that play as well. 6:24 to go in the first half, 8-0. Corbin on top, and they have the football.
Wow.
Combs. Motion again. Combs keeps it himself and down to the 42 where he's knocked down there by the Bowling Green Purples and looked like getting up off the bottom of that Bowling Green pile was Jackson.
It's a double pistol formation. They have a pistol formation with an eye behind the quarterback. I haven't seen that in a long time. The purpose of that, to get a running start for the tailback.
You know, that's a perfect shot right there by William Warfield down on the field there, isn't it, Coach?
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
Perfect shot. So 2nd down and 6. 5:40 here in the first half. 8-0 Corbin. They have the football. Set it, and Combs. And he gives it to the motion guy again, Sparks. Sparks left side looking for blocks, 30. And then it's going to be run out of bounds and tracked down there by Davis Fant.
Davis Fant ran him out of bounds right there with a nice tackle. This is not.
You know, it seems like there's always a Fant, Coach. I had a that's Bowling Green's 7th, and I had to right there's the roster.
Yeah, it was a stat sheet from the first quarter, and that doesn't do me any good right now.
That's true, Coach. 5:28, 8-0, and what do you think of this quarterback, Cameron Combs of Corbin?
I like him. I like his footwork. He's handling the ball nice and cleanly. He keeps good control of his football team, and they've got some players, I'll tell you.
Corbin sends Baker way out to the top. They haven't thrown his way yet. quarterback, and he's going to give it inside, going with his Patterson. Patterson to 20, and tackled right there at the 17-yard line. Coming up to save it is Naimbo Augustin. They're making the play.
Augustin did a really nice job of avoiding the block and coming through the block to make the tackle. Really nice job. Augustine
making that stop with 5 minutes and 19 seconds to go. The first half of action. It's busy up here with the rosters and stuff.
Jacob Baker, I was trying to figure out number 4. Jacob Baker came in there to try to block him, and Augustine just beat the block.
So brings up first down at the 17, and that's offside as one of the Bowling Green players jumped offside there, Coach.
Yeah, just too much of this snap count. Both teams are using the snap count really well.
Well, Coach Mike Meehan, Darren Douglas, and William Moorfield, Gary Ball here. It's the Kentucky Middle School State Championships here from Bryan Station High School. And I'll say this, the guys that run this middle school state championship do a nice job. They really do.
They really do.
It's very well ran, and it seems like a good group that putting this together. They've moved with the penalty that back to the 21-yard line, and I thought a Bowling Green, that Bowling Green player must have seen some movement by Corbin. The center for Red Hounds is Nick Trosper. I saw a big 51 running out there. Here's a sweep toss again to Sparks. Sparks looking for room. 15 looking for the block to 5. Sparks, and he's going to run it in for the touchdown. Make it 14-0.
Yeah, we're seeing a jet sweep with lead blockers, which you don't see very often. It's like the DMV in here. William running back and forth, papers flying everywhere. Hell, I don't know what's going on. Jeez. This is insane.
Okay, Mountain Dew. Tell him to bring some Mountain Dew.
All right, I'll send Darren down there. Thank you.
4:38.
He said down in the tent. Okay.
So they're going for the 2-point conversion. Already up 14-0. Combs. Patterson gets his sweep. Patterson right side, and does he get in? It's going to be close. He got in.
He got in.
Just broke the plane.
Oh, yeah. Again, that was just power running, too.
So
I like these guys.
I do, too.
Some players,
makes it 16-0 with 4:38 to go in the first half. And Corbin, Coach, what has Corbin done to be dominating this really good Bowling Green football team?
They're dominating the line of scrimmage. They're winning the battle up front, both ways, on both sides of the ball.
That's exactly right. Here's a replay of that 2-point conversion.
No, this is the run.
That's the TD. Yeah, that's the TD run by Sparks.
Nice block down. Look at 11 down.
The thing about they let their blocks do the job there. They're lead blockers out there.
They do. Could have called a block in the back on number 11.
We got it on that one play against Bowling Green. They got the block in the back. So 16-0, 4:38 to go in the first half of action. Gary Ball with Coach Mike Meehan, William Moorfield, Darren Douglas, and coming up right after this one will be Farnsley and Johnson County. And then, Coach, you'll wrap it up. This day will be done, North Pulaski and South Warren.
Yeah, hopefully 2 good games. Pulaski County football has really taken a jump up in the last 5 or 10 years.
Yep, won that state championship a few years
ago.
Absolutely,
they were good too.
Yep.
Oh my.
Yep. Nice little quarterback, and he was a Mr. Football finalist. Now he's playing at Georgetown College, right?
Georgetown, yeah.
Yep. So, Coach, 16-0 here, and it's been all Corbin so far. Short kick, far side, rolling around, and let's see, jumping on a good hustle there by Bowling Green. I tell you, I saw Caden Jeffries, 41, really hustling there after that football to get back on it for the Purples of Bowling Green.
Yeah, just about every team in these 7th grade games kick sort of onside kicks or short kicks, and it's worked a couple times.
Yeah, but it also gives the opponent really good field position if they recover it or if it goes out of bounds or whatever.
Can you imagine, though, when they have about 60 yards to go, and you're a 7th grader? That looks like a long way. So we'll see. Purples need to get a score here if they can.
Going out of the shotgun again at the 40-yard line. Give now to Connor. He's hit and knocked backwards. And coming up to make the play there was David McFadden. Boy, he's made a couple of nice plays.
Is that number 77?
McFadden, and that's Sean Brummett.
He's really breaking through the line of scrimmage. They're basically, Corbin is establishing the line of scrimmage for the offense. They're pushing the offense back.
Pass to the near side, caught, and immediately dropped. Good catch out there, though, made by Dominic Davis. And nice play out there defensively by Jacob Baker.
A little twisted of the ankle of that receiver that time. He's shaking it off, though.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, he made a nice catch earlier when we talk about the receiver there, Dominic Davis. So 3rd down and a long 7. They've got to get up to the near the midfield stripe for the first down. Does Bowling Green, and their quarterback, Bert Kibbewa. Kibbewa rolls left. Kibbewa's looking, he's in trouble, sets, throws, and knocked away. What a nice play turned in back there by the starting quarterback, who also plays good defense. Cameron Combs making that play.
Right, and watch, runs into the flag, the sideline flag. Look, bam. You got to throw those things down when you see you're going to get hit. These guys holding the chains have to learn that. Throw the thing down. Don't risk an injury here.
Combs made a nice play on that, Coach. 3:29 in the first half. Corbin leads 16-0. Gary Ball, Mike Meehan, and William Warfield trying to draw him offside, and I think he did. Yeah, I think big number 72 there for Corbin jump, Kane Rader.
They've got one safety on the field, and he's playing almost on the hash on the far side. Now, take a look at this, people watching PrepSpin. I think unless they change the formation, they have trips on the far side. They had trips on the far side. Yeah, they changed the formation. This tight end on this side was by himself with nobody to cover him over here.
So 4th down and about 3.
Nobody in the middle of the field now, Gary.
That's with the football at the 47-yard line for Bowling Green.
Get that slot free in the middle and throw the football to him.
High snap. Hand off to Conyer, trying to bounce it outside. Conyer cuts it back, and good effort. He's got the first down and more.
Still running.
Still going.
Ooh,
well, great effort there by Christian Conyer.
Tough guy.
Man, he was pummeled at the 50, short of the first down. Put the right shoulder in there and said, I'm not going anywhere, and got the first down.
I like the way he ran a football on that. And they're ready to go. No huddle, up on the line of scrimmage, good tempo.
3:19 here in the first half. Clock running, 16-0, Corbin on top. Kibble rolling to the left, sets and throws incomplete, and he was hit. And nice play there, Dakota Patterson roughing up the quarterback a little bit. He's getting up a little gimpy. Big number 69 comes to assist to the Sheffield. Griffin, the big lineman, came to help out the quarterback.
They're 2nd down and 10. They've got to get something going here. They've got to get back in this football game.
They've got some weapons. I mean, obviously good receiver out there with Dominic Davis.
I don't have any time to throw. Here's a screen.
Screen over the middle. He's got Conyer. Conyer stiff arms. Conyer to the 40, and it's going to be a 3rd down right there. They're going to need, Coach, about 4 or 5 yards for a first down.
They're running the middle screen, and they're almost getting it free. They're just one person left to block. Right. If they could just get a hat on that one defender, they'll get 40 yards on this play.
So 3rd down for Bowling Green, 2:39 first half. Fake. Kibble keeps it and leaps down to about the 30. They call him Kibble. Sorry, folks. I apologize. Kibble. I've been saying, what? No telling. No.
You've been saying Kibble.
Kibble. Okay, cool. Got you. 4th down. 2:15. Kabawa, they're saying. So Kabawa. We finally got the correct pronunciation.
We don't know.
Kabawa. I think I called him Kabawa.
You called him a lot of things.
I've called him. I know I called him Kabawa one time.
Yeah. We got it.
So Kabawa.
There you go.
And here's first down.
Nice job.
That's Conyer down to the 35. We're just trying to get it right here.
You know, Gary, they're doing a good job of finding these weaknesses and these seams and just moving the football. They're actually driving the ball really well here. But there's 1 minute and 53 seconds to go in the half. Right. They've got to try to get one in there.
And Kabawa's done a good job, Coach. He really has. The quarterback. Motion to the near side. That's going to be Fant. Kabawa now, and he's going to tuck it. And, boy, nice run there by Bert Kabawa.
Yeah, but he didn't fool number 4 for Corbin. Did a really nice job. Baker, yeah. We have a timeout here. Trying to minute and 32 seconds. They're going to try to use this timeout and try to get organized here to try to get this first down. You know, this would be a good down to try to throw the ball down the field too, on second and short like this.
Farnsley and Johnson County coming up, 8th grade Division I, and then it'll be North Pulaski South Warren last 2 games here tonight. Action gets underway tomorrow, and what an opening 11 a.m. game, Coach. It will be Boyle County and Corbin.
I can't wait to see that
that's
game.
Going to be a dogfight.
Oh, it will be. Both have skilled players and just really good offensive lines and defensive lines. Really good football game. This is awesome. I'll tell you, congratulations to the State Middle School Association for setting these games up and organizing this tournament. It's a lot of fun.
It really is.
A beautiful facility here at Bryan Station. Absolutely.
Good crowds. Minute 32. We've got some better crowds here than for some of the high school games we've seen this year.
Absolutely.
Minute 32. About firing it out right side, and down there's Davis.
He
makes the grab. What a catch!
Oh, my goodness.
Touchdown!
What a play was that now? You don't see that.
That was Davis. Oh. We mentioned him earlier.
Mr. Davis did a really good job of getting open. The quarterback threw a nice job down, nice throw down there. Might have been a little bit of a picky push-off right there at the end by the offensive player, but we're going to let him get away with it. Watch this nice throw. Look at that nice release, a nice throw.
There was no contact there at all.
You didn't. The camera wasn't on.
Incidental.
It was before the camera.
Incidental. So they're going to go for the 2-point conversion, cut this down to a 1-score game at 16-6. Corbin and
they know how important this 2-point conversion is.
Well, that was a nice catch and throw there by the quarterback, Bert Kabawa, as he found his primary target, Dominic Davis.
And I mentioned to Darren, and this is the truth. Years ago, when I watched middle school football or junior high football or whatever, they just didn't throw the ball. They just didn't. I don't know whether they felt like they couldn't or what, but these quarterbacks and these receivers do a good job.
And, you know, we got to thank White, Greer, and Maggard as well. They've been the title sponsor on PrepSpin all football season long. And White, Greer, and Maggard, they're just great people over there. White, Greer, and Maggard, our title sponsor. I want to thank them. And 2-point conversion here, Coach. What do you do here? You've had Davis, who made the great catch there, but you've also had some success with Christian Conyer, too, with those screens.
I know. It's tough. One of the things that they've had a little bit of luck with is a little fake and then quarterback running outside. Looks like they're going to try to kick.
They're not going to do either one of them. They're going to kick the ball.
Well, maybe it's a fake.
So that'll be Colin Fratis. He has it placed down for the extra point. Snap back, kick up, and it is going to be good.
Nice
so
catch.
We've got a 16-7 football game. Minute 25 to go here in the first half from the Kentucky Middle School State Championships here at Bryan Station High School here just over in Coach Meehan's neck of the woods. Coach, you live about, maybe a mile from here?
Yeah, about a mile from here. I love living on the north end. I've lived on the north end for about 35, 38 years. Enjoy being close to the interstate and being close to really nice horse farms and so on right over here.
Right.
I love it.
And you really started your coaching career here at Bryan Station.
Started my coaching career at Bryan Station in 1970. Here's an interesting thing. My very first year of coaching, won a state championship. My very last year of coaching, won a state championship.
That's fantastic.
That's kind of interesting.
As long as I've known you, I really hadn't realized. I knew you won a state championship here early on. And then you probably thought after the first year, this is nothing, man. We'll win this thing every year. No. How long was it before you won your next one?
A long time. A long time.
Yeah, long time.
Long time. About 30-some years. Yeah, 20-some years.
Right.
Had a really good team here at Bryan Station in 1971. Some extremely good athletes. Great head coach with Terry Clark. Wonderful offensive coordinator, Eddie Sellier. And John Stevens was the defense coordinator. I just did a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Coach running backs.
Well, you were a great coach, and equally you're a great sports commentator. I'm so glad you joined us on WVLK years ago on the radio and now here on PrepSpin.
We had fun with the radio. The difference between radio and PrepSpin is we can lie on the radio. Nobody can see what we were seeing.
Yeah.
But now we can't because Look at his HD picture.
We never lied on the radio, Coach.
Well, no, we can exaggerate, though. A little hyperbole.
Yeah,
but,
you're right.
But not anymore.
So the young man who just kicked the extra point for Addis has it set to kick. He's going to kick it to the near side, and it's going to be hauled in there by Combs. And Combs running hard midfield. Combs going to break it over to the far side. Combs to the 40. This is why they don't kick it to him. No. And then Combs all the way down to the 30-yard line. So they mark him at, because they went out of bounds at about the 33, Coach. Yeah. But that's why they haven't been kicking the ball to him.
Right, they haven't been kicking it to him just because of that. And there was a really a nice play.
Jackson Kington.
He outran his blockers, and that caused a little bit of a problem. But a really good play by Jackson Kington.
Yeah, Kington, making a nice play there. So Corbin has it 33. They also have the lead 16-7 over Bowling Green here with just 1:12 to go in the first half of action in this 7th grade middle school semifinal game here at the Middle School State Championships. Handoff goes to the left side. Sparks, same run he scored on earlier, 10. Sparks hesitates, 5, and he is going to score on it again. Touchdown, Dwayne Sparks.
They couldn't get to him, that's all. There was some pretty good blocking, but more or less just screening the defenders out, and they just couldn't get to him to make the tackle. Did a nice job.
And, Dakota Patterson leads the charge out there with the blocking brigade out there in front of him. That's the second time they've scored on an identical play to this afternoon.
Right. And deceptive speed. He really does. Looks like he has that long stride, and you can't tell he's running that fast, but he does get out there.
Really waits for his blockers, too,
really nice.
to do their job. So they're going for the 2-point conversion. Way under center is Combs. Slides, gives down to the second man through Patterson, and he's going to get in.
Nice running back.
So makes it 24-7 for Corbin.
Very nice running back. I'm real impressed.
So nice run there by Corbin on the 2-point conversion. Here's the replay on that.
This is a replay on the touchdown. Look how Corbin seals the guys inside, and they just can't get to him. Nice block. Yeah.
Good job running that in. I'll tell you who else did a nice job out there was Parker Norvell, 16 out there blocking as well.
Got up in front of the play and did a heck of a job.
Well, Bowling Green just scored, but then the kick return there by Corbin's quarterback, Combs, he took it all the way down, set him up at the 33-yard line, and then the long TD run there by Sparks. So didn't take long before Corbin answered that Bowling Green touchdown. Now it's 24-7, Corbin on top.
Yeah, that was a big play for him to get down there and score again. We're getting close to halftime here, a minute to go. And I don't know if Bowling Green can have enough power to mount any kind of a drive with just a minute to go.
Yeah, let's see if I bet they don't kick. I bet Corbin will kick the ball to them. The kicker for the Red Hounds is Jacob Baker, number 4. He has it teed up. He's going to kick it toward the sideline. See exactly where he's going. See the way he's positioned right now? That's where he's going to kick the ball way.
He's going to bounce that ball again and try to get it on the bounce.
Minute 2 to go in the first half, 24-7, Corbin. That's exactly where he kicked it, that side. Oh. And it's pounced on there by Bowling Green as they jump on it.
Number 25
was able to cover it there. That's going to be Zion Johnson.
Zion did a nice job just jumping on that football. Had a little trouble with the handle, but not too bad. So.
At halftime, Chick-fil-A sandwiches are great.
At the 49-yard line, that's where Bowling Green will have the football.
So go grab you a snack at halftime and come on back and enjoy
a little trips formation again. They like this formation, and that actually leaves one-on-one coverage on the backside to the split end. The safety is really favoring the trip. See how he's moving over?
Connor slips, quarterback, and he's going to break tackles. Good job to get it to the 46.
He's a really tough kid. Yeah, that really nice job of running the football. They just don't have enough. They just can't seem to break that last level.
So Kabawa to the 46, second down. Back to passes. Kabawa looking left, throws it, and it's intercepted by Corbin. Picked off 40, and don't quite get to the 40-yard line. So Corbin with the interception.
Yeah, Kabbalah got sacked pretty hard there. I thought they were going to call a late hit on him, but.
David McFadden.
So McFadden with the pick. for Corbin and 23 seconds. They're going to try to get some more points on this board, Coach.
They may try a play or two, but I don't think they can. Nice day here at Bryan Station. It was cold. It's overcast, but sun peeks out periodically. Not bad. Taking a look across the field, the team in blue warming up over there. Who would that be? Farley? Yeah,
I'm not sure.
Yeah, that's who it is. Farley.
Thank you, Darren. Right side, and it's going to be incomplete, trying to go to Baker from Combs.
Yeah, a little fade down the sideline, and it fell incomplete. So.
Think we got enough drinks over here, Coach?
I see. Well, there's water lined up, and Mountain Dew, and mingy beef jerky.
That's right. You got to have the mingy beef jerky. 18 seconds, that incomplete pass. And I tell you, that was a nice thrown ball there by Combs. It was just dropped by Baker. So first down, Combs gives to Sparks motion on that same jet sweep, and he's at the 40, up to 45, midfield, and he's still in bounds, dancing the sideline, finally tackled there, and coming over to get him there for the Purples was Whitney making the stop.
Whitney did a nice job of catching up to that play and making the tackle, or he might have gone all the way. It was 8 seconds to go in this football game, and I think Corbin's going to try one more time to get a score.
They sure are.
They're going to try to get the ball one of those receivers, maybe get it on the bounce.
Still 2 more games tonight, Coach.
I'm looking
Farnsley and Johnson County with Darren Douglas on the call, North Pulaski, South Warren. Should be 2 football games coming up here in the middle school state championship. How many years have you called this middle school now, Darren? 7th year Darren's called it.
Yep.
At the 41-yard line. Back is Combs looking and firing and incomplete down to the 25-yard line.
That sets us up for the last play of the first half, 3.9 seconds, and Corbin is going to probably try the ball down the field. If they can, they're going to call a timeout here, see if they can organize a Hail Mary or something.
Yeah, timeout on the field with 3.9 seconds. Timeout.
My son Luke texted me a little bit ago. Ohio State's playing Penn State. Penn State ran the opening kickoff back for a touchdown.
Penn State's pretty good. Has anybody realized that lately?
Yeah, they're pretty good.
They're pretty good.
Ohio State may have more talent, though. I don't know about this.
Yeah, but Penn State's got that running back.
Saquon Barkley, he's special.
Wedding band at the concession stand.
Oh, geez.
So coming up a little bit later.
Trouble.
That's right. That's big time. You lose the wedding band. And then tomorrow will be the championships getting underway at 11 a.m. right here on PrepSpin. All these games, and thanks to the Kentucky Middle School State Championships for having us out here again to broadcast the games this year, Coach.
Yeah, really appreciate it, and just very hospitable people and a nice facility and so on. So here we go.
It'll be the last play for all intents and purposes of this first half.
Barring penalty.
Corbin on top 24-7. Quick toss to Patterson. He's going to do a halfback pass, and that was nearly intercepted right now to the hands of Davis Fant. Fant knew he should have had that pick. So we head to halftime, and it is 24-7. Corbin on top of Bowling Green. We'll come back with some halftime numbers here. And at halftime, your score 24-7. Corbin on top of Bowling Green here. Good look at a lot of the Corbin fans over there. We'll be back after this break on PrepSpin.com.
This is where it all started, right here on this farm. We may have grown over the years, but we've never lost sight of what was important to us. We're continuing that tradition today, and we always will be, for generations to come.
I used my credit cards over the holidays, and I thought I could make it work. But between the bills and everything else, I'm really starting to fall behind.
A lot of people out there are drowning in debt.
We're Atkinson, Sims, and Kermode. You can have a brighter future away from debt.
We've come up with a way to get you started for less.
Say no to debt. Get your bankruptcy started for as little as $78 today. In Lexington and now in London.
Sitters are here.
I'm ready. Okay, kids, behave.
Man to man?
I got the little guy.
Oh, did you leave cash for the pizza?
I got it.
With more features than ever.
All right, who's hungry?
Mobile banking from Central Bank lets you deposit checks,
You're in timeout.
pay bills,
Okay, you're gonna get a rip screen.
send and receive funds with Pop Money, and more.
Hey.
So you can stay in the game without missing a step. Do more with mobile banking from Central Bank, official bank of UK Athletics.
Folks, this is Gary Ball, and you hear my catchphrase, soup and a sandwich. When I want the best potato soup and prime rib sandwich, I head over to Rafferty's Restaurants after my games. Check out Rafferty's 9 great locations throughout Kentucky, and all you teens, you can eat at Rafferty's before those big ball games. The open prime rib sandwich is what legends are made of. Ask Joe B. Hall, the legend himself, it's his favorite. Rafferty's a big supporter of high school sports throughout Kentucky. Rafferty's, where the special is you.
All S, all P, all O, R, T, S Sports. Pick it up at all sports. Pick it up at all sports.
In Fayette Mall and allsportslex.com, locally owned and operated since 1972.
At White, Greer, and Maggard Orthodontics, we believe that greatness is in the details. Each decision we make is for the benefit of our patients and our community. This means using industry-leading technology to help you achieve your goals and uncover your perfect smile. Our precision and efficiency results in an experience that is both pleasurable and affordable. White, Greer, and Maggard Orthodontics, applying precision and elegance to your smile.
By the numbers, Whitaker Bank loves the Kentucky communities we serve.
Whitaker Bank supports 956 Kentucky charities and community events.
Employees of Whitaker Bank volunteered 14,860 hours to better our Kentucky communities.
93 nonprofits that promote diversity and inclusion in Kentucky are supported by Whitaker Bank.
We share your passion, Kentucky. Love the bank that loves you back. Whitaker Bank is uniquely Kentucky. By the numbers, Whitaker Bank loves the Kentucky communities we serve.
There are 50 Whitaker Bank locations serving Kentucky communities just like mine.
61 Whitaker Bank ATMs throughout Kentucky make getting quick access to cash easy.
Whitaker Bank staff serves the needs of nearly 70,000 Kentucky customers every day.
We share your passion, Kentucky. Love the bank that loves you back. Whitaker Bank is uniquely Kentucky.
Welcome back, Bryan Station High School. We're broadcasting on PrepSpin.com, the middle school state championships. This game we're doing right now is a pretty interesting football game. Even though the score is 24-7, we're seeing a lot of skill on both levels. Gary Ball, Mike Meehan here with Darren Douglas and William Warfield producing. Great day today. Beautiful day for football. It's kind of cold, but nobody cares. A lot of fans out here on both sides of the field. People standing around the field. Concession stands hopping. Music's playing. Everything's going great.
By the way, I can tell you're from Pittsburgh.
Why is that? Do I have an accent?
It's cold out here.
It's a little cold. It's not that bad. First, we'll take a look at some statistics from the first half. First of all, again, the score is 24-7 in favor of Corbin over Bowling Green Middle School. Rushing yards, first downs first. Corbin has 8 first downs, the Bowling Green's 4. Rushing yards, net rushing yards, 13 carries, 162 yards for Corbin, 9 carries for only 26 yards from Bowling Green. You can see where the defense is stepping up. Passing yards, we have net passing yards, 5 yards for Corbin and 50 yards for Bowling Green. Attempts, 1 for 5 for Corbin and no interception, 6 for 12 for Bowling Green with 1 interception. So total offensive yards, 167 yards for Corbin and 76 yards for Bowling Green. Want to take a look at let's see, fumbles. Corbin's lost 1 fumble. Bowling Green hasn't lost any fumbles. Let's take a look at some individual stats real quick. For Corbin Middle School, Dwayne Sparks has 8 carries for 136 yards. Dakota Patterson, 3 carries for 17 yards. Cameron Combs, 2 carries for 9 yards rushing. And then for Bowling Green Middle School, Bert Kibblewall has 5 carries for 15 yards, and Christian Conyer 4 carries for 12 yards with 1 loss, 0 touchdowns there. But as far as rushing, there's 3 touchdowns for Dwayne Sparks, doing a super job, really good job of turning the ball upfield, gets to corners real well, and pushes the ball over the end zone. Passing, Cameron Combs 1 for 4 for 5 yards. Dakota Patterson has 1 attempt, no completions. For Bowling Green, Kibblewall, 6 passes, 12 yards with 1 interception. Longest pass was about 50 yards, has a touchdown. Jumping down here to tackles, we kind of skip that sometimes, but we really do need to talk about these defenses. These kids play awful hard defensively. For tackles for Corbin, McFadden has 6 tackles. He's leading all tacklers on both teams with 6 tackles, 3 unassisted, 3 assisted. Jacob Baker has 3 tackles. Aaron Van Hook has 3 tackles. And Sean Brumet has 2 tackles. Jumping over here to Bowling Green Middle School, Fant. Fant has 3 tackles. Very common name we see in Bowling Green. The carry is Fant, played for Bowling Green a few years ago. Plays for Western now, I believe. Just doing a really good job. Graduated. Oh, he's out now. Caden Jeffries, 2 tackles. Austin Anderson, 2 tackles. And Augusta has 1 tackle. So we're getting ready to broadcast here in the second half of this game. We have a couple more games to go today. In the next game, it's going to be a Farnley. Where's that? Is that in
Farnsley?
Farnsley is where?
That's over in Louisville.
In Louisville area? Farnsley in Louisville area against Johnson County. And then in the final game, North Pulaski against South Warren. It's a game I'm looking forward to. Just take a look at that. There's been some really good games today. We saw some super contests. A couple really skilled players. Darren and I did a game offensively where we saw some super offensive plays. We've seen some good defensive plays here also. So, Gary, what do you think about this so far? Pretty well organized. Nice way to keep these games going back-to-back like that. We did see an injury in one of the games that backed the time up a little bit. They took one of the players away in an ambulance, but we heard later that we think it was a collarbone injury, so hopefully he'll be okay.
I think the level of play has been outstanding. I think the only thing you see different at this level as opposed is the kicking games. We see that especially when they kick off. We see so many kids kick it out of the back of the end zone at the high school level. You don't get to run it out. But here, because the kickers aren't, matured yet, they kick a lot of zigzag kicks, to the side and try to kick it out of bounds or whatever. So that's the only difference I see. Other than that, I see real good play.
Well, they're not big enough and strong enough to kick the ball too far down the field. So I'm impressed again with the quarterback with the passing. Some of these passes are right on the money, and we've seen a one-handed catch. We've seen some tremendous plays.
I tell you what, one of the kids, there's been a lot of impressive kids today. Obviously, the Corbin game, we had the kid with 4 touchdowns in the first half.
Right.
But David Hensley's son, that Hensley kid, man, he made a couple of spectacular touchdown catches, and that come from behind win by Cottle.
Yeah, he's a future high school player that's going to be outstanding. You can just tell by watching him.
Yeah, exactly. And, that's good to know. But, coach's son, just like you, coaching your sons at Dunbar. And, of course, Ben.
I'm a coaching son. I'm a coach's son.
Your dad was a coach. That's
My
right.
father was an outstanding coach in the western Pennsylvania area.
That apple didn't fall far from that tree.
No, Dad did a good job. My father. Hey, here's an interesting thing, William. I don't know if you knew this or not, but my dad played for. He played for I think he played for Pitt for a while, and then World War II broke out. So he went into the service, enlisted, spent 2 years in the service over in France and Germany, fighting for the Americans in the Second World War. Came back and asked a friend of his was a head coach at West Virginia Wesleyan. Asked if maybe they had a coaching position. The coach at West Virginia Wesleyan said, "Wait a minute, you got 2 years eligibility left." So my father and 14 other veterans played football for West Virginia Wesley. Now, you tell me something. The coach would come in and say, "Oh, we got a tough game tomorrow. We're playing this really tough team." And they go, "Hey, we were in the foxholes fighting Germans last year."
And you know,
don't give me this tough stuff.
And you know what else, Coach? There's no atheists in the foxhole.
No atheists in the foxhole. Those guys were tough. They were absolutely physically and mentally tough. So,
you're exactly right. And, Coach, you know, it's been fun here at the middle school state championships, and we're getting ready set for the second half. What can Bowling Green do, Coach, to get possibly back in this game down 24-7?
They got to figure out a way to get some leverage on the line of scrimmage. They got to dominate the lines of both the offensive, defensive line of scrimmage. When they did score, when they got the ball down the field, they drove the ball real well and didn't make any mistakes, you know, and did that. But now Bowling Green or Corbin has just got this concept where on offense and on defense that they're pushing around the defenses and the offensive line.
What do you expect here in the second half?
I expect a better game from Bowling Green. I know their coaches do a good job of organizing and at halftime and maybe coming up with some ideas, but I would look for them to throw the ball a little bit more.
Jacob Baker will tee it up and kick it off again for Corbin. Redhounds on top 24-7. Our 8th grade team won earlier today. Pretty convincing fashion. Running clock on that game.
Yeah, pretty good. They were excellent football.
They'll play Boyle County tomorrow at 11 a.m. for the state championship of that grade, 8th grade. Here's the Baker kick.
Uh-oh.
And short and taken in nicely by Bowling Green on the far side of the field.
Yeah, and that should have been a penalty because he called a fair catch and was hit. He called a fair catch, which is perfectly legal and a very good thing to do on a kickoff that's that high.
Should have been some yards tacked on to that. Benter, by the way, Benter called the fair catch, KB Benter for Bowling Green. They'll have the ball near midfield, so good field position to start the second half. We have 2 more games tonight coming up, as Coach already talked about. You look forward to those. And it will be, I know, Johnson County in one of those, Coach. Yeah, it'll be Johnson County 8th grade against Farnsley, and then North Pulaski, South Warren after that. So let's see what's in store here for the second half. Kabawa's been out there pretty much the distance, the quarterback. He's a little guy, not very big, but Conyers to his right. Kabawa gives to Conyer back inside. He's running, and he is not. Tell you what, the interior D line of this are solid, and in particular, Troy Faulkner, big number 70, made that play.
Oh, he did a really good job.
He's a load in there.
He is.
Second down and 8 for Bowling Green.
This sooner or later they're going to identify that they have that backside receiver one-on-one on that over there.
Hand off Conyer again. He cannot break the tackle this time in the backfield. And nice play turned in, and that was turned in by Kane Rader, I believe it was.
Yes, it was, and absolutely, he did a heck of a job coming in. Dakota Patterson's doing a really nice job also of establishing that line of scrimmage.
That might have been – no, that was 72. I was thinking it could have been 12, but hard to see that number. But here at the Kentucky Middle School State Championships, 6:22 to go in the third. And
it's a penalty carry.
Yeah, penalty flag down. It's going to be against personal foul against Bowling. Boy, they did not need that, Coach. This will take them back to the 30 inside the 35-yard line.
No, and I think they ejected did he eject a player? I don't see anybody coming off.
No, nobody was coming off the field.
He gave the thumb over his shoulder signal, so I don't know. I hope not. Not in that middle school game. Good grief.
Takes it back, as we said. He marked it off too far, about a yard too much, but that's okay. Unless they went from the spot of the foul.
Yeah, they did. I'm sure it was a dead ball foul.
Dead ball foul from spot of the foul. So instead of up near midfield, they're going to have it back at the their own 33-yard line, 3rd and long. Kabawa. Little screen to go. Conyer is decked. What a nice play.
Oh, bent him over pretty
Conyers
good, too. I think he hurt his back a little bit.
Yeah, Conyers just hurt.
And twisted his back on that.
Sure did. Here come the medical squad out.
These young guys are pretty flexible. Hopefully he just got the muscle pull on that one.
Yeah.
But he did twist him over backwards.
Sure did. So, player down. The player in our earlier game. Yeah, here's the play. Drove him back. There you go. You see, that's a nice play right there. And then they both flipped.
Yeah, flipped him and he twisted his back.
Yep.
As he went over. Little yoga move, actually. Hopefully he's okay. They're moving him around pretty good, so I think he'll be okay.
Yeah, McFadden on the stop. Player down there working on him for Bowling Green. We'll take a break, come back with more third quarter action with Corbin on top, 24-7 over Bowling Green. Still a couple of big games coming your way later tonight here on PrepSpin.com.
Take a little walk with me. I'll keep you in good company and be there for you to the end. You'll never be alone, my friend.
At Lexington Diagnostic Center, we love athletes.
We understand that when you are injured, the results of an MRI, CT scan, or X-ray can be the only thing keeping you off the field.
And that's what we're here for.
Same or next day appointments, front door parking, and our on-site radiologists make it easy for you to quickly get the results you and your doctor need. Call and compare prices.
We can save you hundreds of dollars.
We would love to help get you back in the game. Call and compare prices
at the Lexington Diagnostic Center.
By the numbers, Whitaker Bank loves the Kentucky communities we serve.
Over 30,000 Kentuckians are saving time and money by doing their banking online with Whitaker Electronic Banking.
341,000 transactions were made on the go last year using the Whitaker Bank mobile app.
Over 340,000 text alerts were sent last year with Whitaker Bank text banking.
We share your passion, Kentucky. Love the bank that loves you back. Whitaker Bank is uniquely Kentucky.
Hi, this is Gary Ball for Crown Trophy of Lexington. Crown Trophy offers youth sports awards, corporate awards. They offer signs and a full line of promotional products. They're located at 2680 Wilhite Drive on the corner of Nicholasville, New Circle Road, just behind Starbucks. Stop by and pick up your copy of our 85-page catalog. Crown Trophy is nationally known, but locally owned with 150 stores nationwide. Crown Trophy, the official provider of plaques for the Scholastic Ball Report and PrepSpin.
By the numbers, Whitaker Bank loves the Kentucky communities we serve.
Whitaker Bank supports 496 Kentucky schools.
Over 282,000 students benefit from Whitaker Bank's Kentucky education initiatives.
Whitaker Bank has contributed almost $441,000 to education.
Christian Conyer walking off the field on his own power.
I tell you what, that was one flexible young man to have to take a bend like that and walk off the field.
Yeah, great job.
Good job for him.
Glad that he's good, and we're set for action here. Corbin set to receive this punt. 6 minutes to go in the third quarter, and Corbin leads 24-7 here in this football game over Bowling Green.
And it's 4th and New Circle Road here.
Yep, so Colin Fratis, and they blow that play dead before he can punt the ball off. So it's going to be false start against the Purples. Boy, you know, we're so used to seeing perfection by the Bowling Green Purples at the state level, you know, at the state finals level, and nothing against their football team, but they look a little out of sync today.
They do. Hey, listen, let me tell you something. That division that Bowling Green's in, that is one heck of a division. Well, that's going to be tough this year, man.
Oh, yeah. Fratis just got the kickoff. And it's fumbled and ball knocked around. And let's see if Bowling Green can get on. Let's see who got on it. And Bowling Green, let's see what the officials say.
Yeah, big numbers.
Yeah, they got to tell us, though, Coach. They haven't told us who's got the ball yet.
70 got the ball. 70 for Bowling Green. I mean for Corbin.
So Corbin got back on the ball. Thank you.
Yep.
So Faulkner got the ball. So that's where Corbin will have it after the fumble on the punt return. They'll have it at the 43-yard line of Bowling Green with 5 minutes, 30 seconds to go here in the third quarter. I'll take you through this one, and Darren and Coach Meehan will have the last two ball games tonight here from the Kentucky Middle School State Football Championships.
Full house shotgun.
Let's play six, as they say.
Mm-hmm.
Quick pass, far side caught. And taking it down, that's going to be Baker. And Baker's going to be tripped up inside about the 30-yard line. Boy, that was a nice pass there by Cameron Combs.
It was not. It was either a quick screen or a hitch, depending on what the offensive lineman did. I didn't quite get a look at that. But on those, what you teach your quarterback to do on that is what we call grip and rip. Don't look for the seams on the ball. Get the ball in your hands and get it out there fast. Because if you look for the seams on the football and you turn to throw that football, they're going to be all over him.
You're right. That's exactly right. First down to the 30. Great, nice catch over there by Baker,
it was
too.
Nice, and he turned upfield and got the first down.
So Jacob Baker does a good job, and splitting out to the bottom this time is going to be Parker Norville. But before we get to playoff, there's going to be a timeout called by Bowling Green. 5:21 to go in the third quarter, and Red Hounds 24, Purple 7.
Going back to what we were just talking about, that division is tough down there. I'm going to tell you what. We've seen some superb high school football teams. In that what's it, 5A?
5A with Covington Catholic, of course, a tremendous football team.
Boy.
Well-oiled machine under Eddie Evanston, the Georgetown College All-American, National Player of the Year, the Kentucky Horseman All-Conference player, All-Conference quarterback, led us to the championship game one year. And
tough.
Eddie's just a really good quarterback and a really good – think about it, okay? Everybody says Eddie Evanston, where do I know that name? Well, you know that name if you follow Kentucky high school football because he's already won a state championship when he was the head coach of Newport Central Catholic.
That's right, yeah.
So he's already got a state title in his
pretty tough.
crown.
And DeSales, what division is that?
They are 2A, and with Danville, LCA, and Mayfield. Those four, cream of the crop. And here is Combs rolling right. Combs tucked, comes back. Combs 15, 10, and he bulls his way down to the 8-yard line.
Takes two people to bring him down, I'll tell you that. Takes two Bowling Green Purples to bring him down. Just nice run again.
Combs is a load. It's going to be first and goal. So his knee touched inside the 10. So 5 minutes, 12 seconds. Clock running here in the third.
Corbin looks like they're a little bit more organized, or let's just say a little more together today than Bowling Green is.
The backfield will come. David McFadden looks like he's in there as well. Going to give it around the left side. Breaking tackles all the way is going to be Patterson, and he's going to take it in for the score.
Deceptive speed. It's amazing he gets around there, and you look like he's just loping, but he's really making ground. Just really deceptive speed. That's a nice run. We'll look at that on instant replay. We could take a look at what I'm talking about, how he just seems to step out there and get around the corner so quickly. Here he goes. Watch him bounce out. He falls the lead. He breaks a tackle there, but watch him accelerate here. Pretty nice.
Got some speed.
Yeah.
So here's the kick coming from Jacob Baker. Placement down. The kick is up, and it is good. So 31-7. The lead belongs to Corbin with 4:45 to go here in the third quarter. It is 31-7. Corbin here.
Yeah, this is Corbin has taken complete control of this football game on both sides of the ball.
And of course, we'll remind you again, big doubleheader still coming up. 2 games. We've already had, what is this, our 4th game today?
Yeah. Yep.
And coming up, Barnsley and Johnson County. Then it'll be North Pulaski and South Warren. Don't forget, you high school soccer fans, coming up Wednesday night, November 1st, it's the KHSAA Soccer Championships from Lafayette High School. William Warfield will be producing on PrepSpin. I'll be calling those games play-by-play. Wednesday night, a doubleheader, the boys semifinals. Thursday, the girls. And then Saturday, November 4th at 5 o'clock and 7 o'clock will be the state championship. And you can watch all those games on KHSAA.tv.
Hey, now tell me something. Who on your TV show, who do you have this week?
On the Scholastic Ball Report tomorrow at noon, Danville is our team of the week. So the Danville Ads were in the studio, Danville Admirals. And a young lady from right here, Bryan Station High School, a young lady, Taylor, I believe her last name is Branham. She is our scholar athlete. She started the golf program here, and she's got a 4.0 GPA.
Oh, nice. Very nice.
All that on the show tomorrow at noon on the CW. Here's the kicks. Spinning around. The show also airs in Bowling Green there, folks, on WBKO. and returned up near the 39-yard line.
I thought he had a little seam there.
So did I, but big number 70 closed on
how
in a hurry.
How many tackles has he made today?
Yeah, it was Augustine who had the return there, but I tell you what, Corbin's big Troy Faulkner there to make that play.
He's made many plays.
He's going to be a player, isn't he?
Oh, man, I tell you what, high school's really looking at him. They're loving this guy, and he's only a 7th grader.
7th grader. That's amazing. We're here at the middle school state championships for the state of Kentucky. Gary Ball with Coach Mike Me and William Moorfield producing. Darren Douglas will give you the call of the next football game. High snap over the head of the quarterback, and let's see, but yeah, it looked like they were able to get back on it there. Nice job there by Davis Fant to get back on that football.
Fant was just Johnny on the spot, get on that ball. That ball was free. It could have been disastrous. Little high snap. We haven't seen too many of those today. Pretty good job by the centers.
That's right. We haven't seen many at all. That's a good point. I'm thinking if we've seen any other botched snaps out of the shotgun, but these centers today doing a good job. Even Bowling Green was able to get back on that one. Cabal, that's a little bit of a high snap. Gives to Fant. He's up to the running hard. Fant up near the 47-yard line.
Nice job. Getting a lot of that yardage back.
Patterson made the tackle.
They're going to give him the first down?
No, about a yard short. Third and about a yard. Up near the 48-yard line with 3 minutes and 37 seconds to go here in the third quarter. I've enjoyed working with you today as always, Coach, and look forward to working with you tomorrow on that third ball game tomorrow.
One of the things I would correct is, see this wing back out there?
Yes, sir.
He's 5 yards off the ball. He's as deep as the running backs. He needs to cheat up a little bit so he can get off the line of scrimmage a little bit better.
Handoff, fake to Fant. Cabala's got it, and he's going to get the first down to midfield. Boy, he paid the price, though. He was rocked.
He was.
He was knocked backwards there as Big Faulkner got up there again.
He's everywhere.
Help out on that play. Big number 70, Troy Faulkner.
I'd put a hat on him every play. I'd figure out some way to block him.
He already looks like a high school player to me.
He's a wrecking ball out there.
First down to the midfield stripe. Bert Cabal doing a good job.
Little sideline again.
Well, they're really looking for that this year, aren't they? Really watching for that. It's a point of emphasis, I think.
Right, those coaches are kind of forcing that official on the sideline, and he doesn't like it.
First down, Cabal, and snap. It's going to tuck it and rolling to the left, being chased there, and boy, showing some quicks though because he was being pursued by Bradley Bishop there. And he would not let him catch him. He just said, no, you're not going to catch me.
No, not this time. I'm getting away from you. That was a good job. Again, I just don't like him running out there. I think he'd be better off getting that yardage up the middle. He's quick. He's shifty. Getting into that second level, he could do some damage. When he runs that sweep, those guys are too quick. They catch up to him.
2 minutes, 44 seconds here in the third quarter. Bowling Green second down. They give now to Fant.
Nice cut.
Fant, and he's down near the 46, which is going to bring up third down and about 6 for Bowling Green. 2.5 minutes to play in the third quarter, and it's Corbin 31, Bowling Green 7.
Bowling Green's doing a good job of moving the football here. Now they can't afford a mistake. The punt over the high snap to the quarterback from the shotgun hurt them. They're trying to get that yardage back now, but again, you just can't get behind the chains when you're playing against a good team.
That's right. So third down at about 6. Kibble back, and he's going to be – he gets out of it.
He's down.
Now he's going to be sacked. He's going to lose another 4 or 5 yards after he was sacked at the 46 or knocked down at the 46. He's sacked back at the 41-yard line.
Patterson got him again. Yeah, this is tough. Going backwards. Again, like I said, they've got to figure out a way to stop these gashes that are happening to them when they go backwards.
So fourth down and
tough kids though. God, this age group, they're just so tough.
They are tough kids, and they're going to translate well to the varsity football field in a few years. Minute 28. Near side, knocked away. Good hands by McFadden, David McFadden.
Was that McFadden?
Yeah, McFadden got a hand on that one.
Yeah. It looked like it was setting up a, looks like they were setting up the hook and ladder.
We saw
Lateral.
that. We saw that a few years ago over Boyle County against Lexington Catholic, didn't we?
What a play that was.
That won the game.
Oh, it won the game. It was a fascinating play. It called it the exact correct time.
So minute 22. We'll see if that 31-7. They'll probably have their starters in for the rest of this quarter, and maybe a little bit into the fourth. And I think we're going to see a lot of backup players here for the Red Hounds.
And we'll try to give you as many names as we can. Little unbalanced line here.
Yeah, still Cameron Combs still in at quarterback with doubles out to the top. Inside, McFadden fumbles it, and it's recovered. And it's picked up by Bowling Green.
Nice defensive play. We're going to see that again. Let's take a look at really good defense on this. Handed it to him. Boom! Hit him right when he got the football.
Yeah, Anderson with the recovery. But
7-6.
Yeah, it was Austin Anderson with that hit.
Big man with the big hit.
So recovered by Bowling Green. So they've got the football at the 46-yard line. Minute 18 to go here in the third quarter from the Bryan Station Senior High School football stadium here on the north side of Lexington. The house that Doug Flynn built. And here's the handoff, and it's up.
No, that's behind us. That's the baseball field behind us.
Yeah, but nobody gets a laugh from his cousin back here as Fant the ball carrier.
That's just not a laugh. That's a roar.
Hey, wait a minute. Give Doug some credit. He was the quarterback here.
Yeah, he was.
He was quarterback on the.
Was he on the floor in Big Blue Madness for us? One of the all-time greats for UK basketball when he only played freshman ball. Of course, he had to guard Kevin Greavy and that group.
So he was on the floor for the all-time UK great. Okay.
You didn't see?
No.
Yeah, sure enough.
40 seconds.
His father is an outstanding human being, I'll tell you that.
Kabbalah now rolls right.
Our prayers are with his dad. His dad is just a great man.
You see him at the Legends games all the time.
See him all the time at the Legends game. He still worked there up until this past year.
That may do it for the third quarter. They're in no hurry here, looking like they want to run a play here. We're down to 15 seconds here, and they may just let that clock run out. They got time. They keep looking to the sideline, and I'm not sure they want to get a play off.
I think it's the field that Dermonti Dawson built. That's what I think.
Dermonti Dawson,
Here's a man that made the Pro Football Hall of Fame.
Eric Shelton.
Oh.
So that's going to do it for the third quarter. We'll come back with the final quarter here from Bryan Station High School, the side of the Kentucky Middle School State Football Championships. Corbin looking good today. 8th grade, they won big, and they're looking good here on the 7th grade side, leading 31-7 going into the last quarter against this very talented Bowling Green team here. And it's PrepSpin.com as we head here to the fourth quarter at the Kentucky Middle School State Football Championships on PrepSpin.com.
By the numbers, Whitaker Bank loves the Kentucky communities we serve.
Whitaker Bank supports 496 Kentucky schools.
Over 282,000 students benefit from Whitaker Bank's Kentucky education initiatives.
Whitaker Bank has contributed almost $441,000 to education programs for the advancement of Kentucky's youth.
We share your passion, Kentucky.
Love the bank that loves you back.
Whitaker Bank is uniquely Kentucky.
All S, all P, all O, R, T, S. Pick it up at all sports. Pick it up at all sports.
In Fayette Mall on Facebook and Twitter, locally owned and operated since 1972.
Are you a Kentucky high school sports fan? Do you know where to find the latest news and information on your team, your competition, and high school sports action across the state? Join the fun and excitement at BluegrassPreps.com. You can support your favorite team, test your sports knowledge, and share news and views at BluegrassPreps.com for all the latest on Kentucky high school sports, other sports, and a whole world of...
We're back here for the fourth quarter. Kerry Ball, Mike Meehan, William Warfield, and Darren Douglas coming back with the call of the second ball game tonight, and there'll be one more after that one. Here is Bowling Green passing, incomplete.
Ooh, nobody there.
Brings up fourth down at about 8 now. So,
yeah, that was an interesting play. A nice little throw there, but it looked like there was again, we saw this in high school games too, a miscommunication between the receivers and the quarterback.
Yes, sir. So 6:57 to play and fourth down. And, boy, I tell you, this Corbin team, I don't know who's going to beat them, Coach.
I don't know. It's going to be tough.
On either side, 8th grade or 7th grade side.
Yeah.
Well, Boyle County's pretty good too, though.
Boyle County's very good.
That'd be a good game at 11. I'm going to watch that. Well, I'll be at church, but I'll definitely check that one out when I can after that. So, Cabal will look in and hit and nearly picked off a Faulkner. Faulkner got a hand on that one. He's done. That's what, how about that? How fitting would that have been for big number 70 to pick that off and rumble it into the end zone for a touchdown?
He's been playing. He might be the outstanding
Who
player.
got the hit there on the quarterback to cause him to, not be able to do much?
I don't know, but I wouldn't doubt if it was number 70. Hit everything.
Everything. Make the hit and.
Well, Corbin now with 6 minutes and 53 seconds to go has an opportunity to, put this thing away for sure. Get a running clock even if they score. Right? No. No, they have to be 36 ahead.
Yep.
Yeah, my fault.
So first down. Give to McFadden. And McFadden's got some running room. McFadden, oh, my goodness, hard running down to the 30-yard line. 18-yard pickup. McFadden, he nearly took that to the house, Coach.
He almost did. We see that again if we could. I mean, that was a really good job. And if it wasn't for Benter, KB Benter, that would have been gone.
Yeah, we're going to take a look at that again, Coach.
Yeah, watch this. He makes a nice cut upfield, breaks through the tackle here, and KB just runs him down.
Yeah,
stays with him.
Yeah, if he hadn't hustled after that play, that would have been a touchdown.
No kidding. That was a good hustle.
6:20 to go here in the football game. 31-7. It's all Corbin. Cameron Combs looking for the motion man McFadden, and
another motion penalty.
False start against Corbin. That'll move him back 5 yards to the 36.
So what do you think about the big game tonight, Kentucky?
I think it's going to be trouble.
It's going to be.
Tennessee has a psyche about them that they know they can beat Kentucky. They know they're have a streak over Kentucky.
Yeah, but I think there's problems over there.
Yeah, there's a lot of problems, but you know what? That all said and done, there's still some pretty good players over there at Tennessee. Yeah. I think it's going to be a long night for Kentucky.
I don't know. I think it could be a very long night for
Tennessee.
Yeah, for the head
football
coach.
I think Kentucky can win the game, but they better play a much better game than they did against Mississippi State.
Bush Jones is
that
on
was
the way
awful.
Out, though.
Here's rolling. You're right, Combs. That's true, Combs, and he's trying to
He's
stay.
going to reverse his field.
Yeah,
look at this.
He's going to fire the ball now, and that's going to be incomplete.
What a throw! Look at that throw.
Yeah, that was a great throw.
I mean, it was dangerous. It probably shouldn't have been done, but he threw the ball all the way across the field.
Well, that's probably as a flag. That's probably because there was a lineman probably downfield. They thought he was going to run the ball, so all the linemen were taking off the block.
Yeah, there wasn't a lineman down the field. There were many linemen down the field.
So the flag.
Yeah, that's what the call was.
Yeah, that's an easy call right there.
Whitehat made that call.
5:38 to play. Moves the football back to the 41-yard line.
Yep.
Nice crowds here today, Coach. It was a cold day when I got here about 10:30, quarter to 11 this morning. It was a very cold, rainy, and in the rain, we actually saw some sun today.
Yeah, I know. And you said last night you had something you had to do, but late when you got out of that,
it was
really ugly, wasn't it?
When we left the gala, it was miserable. It was raining hard. It looked like it could be sleeting or something. It was ugly.
Oh.
So 5:38 to go here. Corbin and Bowling Green in the 7th grade champion semifinals. Quick pass, incomplete through the hands of the intended receiver, Parker Norvell.
Bounced off his hands, yeah. When I talked to Curtis Cotton, my friend from Bowling Green, he said they had a game last night. I don't remember who they played, but he said it was a monsoon, Gary, just a monsoon. He said the sad thing is the team's going to make the playoffs that they played against, and it just tore the field up really bad.
Yep.
The grass field, and it just tore it up. Well, lining up here, they're in that deep T formation. Nice job of trying to turn that field to run the football, but again, Bowling Green's, they're not quitting. They're a bunch of tough kids, and they're doing a heck of a job that time. I saw a really nice job by number 11, Jake Napier, to come in there and help make the tackle on that. So
good pickup, Coach.
5 minutes to go here, and Again, 31-7 in favor of Bowling Green High School.
Yeah, just 5 minutes to go.
I can't believe it. They run. Look at this huddle. They huddle, 12 yards, 15 yards from the football, and then they got to run all the way up there. Get them up there closer, Coach. Gosh.
Coach them up there, Coach Meehan.
Get them up there closer.
Coach them
You
up.
don't have to run 15 yards before you start to play.
Pump fake, Combs fires it down left side. Got a receiver down there, overshoots him, intended for Norvell down there.
Nice little pump fake, too. You called that.
Yeah.
Nice little pump fake to try to get that receiver free, and he did break open, no question.
4:39 to go in this game. 31-7 brings up 4th down and long for the Corbin Redhounds. Their 8th grade team won impressive today.
Yep.
Now the 7th grade team is going to try to advance to their 7th grade state championship against.
In the years you've done this, has there ever been where a 7th grade and an 8th grade team from the same school both won the championships?
Yeah, 1 year Bowling Green and maybe 1 year Belfry.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, Darren said Bowling Green and Belfry have done the I guess that would be not a trifecta, but a double-fecta.
Yeah, right.
4th down and long here. It's been a long day, folks. I've been here since 10:30. Here's a halfback pass, and that's going to be Patterson. Now he's going to tuck it, and he's going to be hit, and it's going to be out of bounds at about the 35, 36-yard line. That's where Bowling Green would take over with 4.5 minutes to play in this game, and it looks like it's going to be Corbin advancing on to tomorrow. It gets underway, Darren, tomorrow at 11 a.m. with Corbin and Boyle County, right?
Yes.
Darren, will you have that game tomorrow, Darren?
Yes, sir.
You'll be here for that one? What's that?
I'll be here all day no matter what.
Yeah, and I've got the 3rd game tomorrow. I'll help you out tomorrow.
I'll be doing Corbin and Boyle County, and the winner of this one in
Cottle. And then what's my 3rd game? Do you know?
Be the winner of the next 2 games.
Gotcha. So that'll be the game.
Didn't that Cottle come back and have a heck of a game, didn't they?
Well,
wow.
You don't have to be the big type to
man.
spunk in you.
That was really exciting.
David Hensley's son's a good player. He can really catch that football now.
Safety's playing back there in center field.
High snap. They give to Fant. He's hit and dropped immediately in the backfield. Big number 77 there. That's Sean Brummett. You know, we've talked so much about Faulkner, but Brummett, he's been very active as well, Coach.
Right, and so is 68 there for Corbin. He's been in quite a few plays.
Eli Bolton.
Was in on that.
Michael's cousin. Set 4:06 to go. What? Michael Bolton? Well, no, that man can sing now. When a Man Loves a Woman, is that not one of the greatest songs ever?
Yeah, by somebody else, but not him.
No, Michael Bolton. What?
Heck.
You don't like his version?
No. Sounds like he's. Never mind. I don't want to
do it.
Snap
well over the head. Kabawa's got it, and he's way back at the 22 and then dropped it to 23-yard line.
Isn't it funny how the ball bounces? It bounced right up to him, even though it was over his head.
So coming up, Darren Douglas will give you all the call of Farnsley and Johnson County. That's the 8th grade semifinal. And then North Pulaski and South Warren, William Warfield, and Coach Meehan will give you that action.
Face mask penalty against Corbin.
So that'll be huge.
Yeah, 15-yard penalty from.
Just me behind you.
3 minutes and 40 seconds. I heard something beeping. That was Darren back there on his phone.
You backing up?
Yeah, that's me. Yeah, I'm backing up. I got somewhere to go. 3:40. I'm heading downtown as I leave here, Coach, as you know, to Lexington, downtown Lexington Arts Center. Lot going on this weekend. Goodness gracious, so much going to Kentucky Middle School State Championships, Keeneland last day. The UK-Tennessee game tonight at 7:30 at the big grocery sack. 326. I'll put enough money in that Kroger field. That's Kroger business, that's for sure.
Oh, nice job.
Is this Fant? And ball comes out of there, and I think Corbin may have it, yes.
Oh, he's just running too high.
Yeah, running good.
Really nice job of making a cut to get upfield.
And then lost the ball, recovered by Corbin, so they're going to run the clock out or try to.
Let's look and see how he's holding this football. We teach running backs in my career to hold the ball what's called high and tight, Gary, which means high on your chest in the front so that ball cannot be knocked loose. And then when you feel like you're going to get hit, cover it up with your other arm.
Fan does such a good job of running there. And then
see how he's hanging?
Right there, the
it?
ball's knocked. I tell you, McFadden knocked it out of there again with the helmet and recovered by the Red Hounds. And it's looks like Is it 52 there?
52, yeah.
52 came out of there with it. That is Zane Hammock.
There's our deep tee. Little handoff around the corner.
Handoff to Bishop.
Oh.
And what a nice play
man.
over there. I think that's Fant mad because he fumbled.
I think so, too. He got upset.
That's a fumble tackle right there.
Yeah,
I shouldn't have fumbled the ball. I'm going to make me a good defensive play. 2:55 to go in this one. 31-7, Corbin. Kentucky Middle School State Championships get back underway tomorrow morning at 11. It will be a great one. It will be Boyle County and Corbin.
Looking forward to that
for the
game.
8th grade
Both of those
championship.
teams
that will
stud running backs.
That will be a good one.
Player.
Tomorrow morning at 11. I'll be back with the third game tomorrow.
Oh, fumble on the snap.
Fumble, but they picked it back up. I believe Coach Clock continued to run to it.
Yeah.
2:25 to play. We'll wrap things up very quickly here, and then, of course, not much between games, but coming up, it will be a good matchup between Farnsley, I believe that's out of Jefferson County, against Johnson County.
Yeah, and I'm curious because I don't see them. They're usually lined up ready to go.
Yeah, isn't that them over there, Coach?
Yeah, they're over on the.
Yeah, they're in
Farnsley's
blue,
over there.
in the blue, and there's Johnson County's right below us here on the sideline.
Okay, very good. Very good.
You're blocked by that big monitor.
I'm
there.
blocked by a lot of things up here.
But
I told you it's busy up here.
It is busy. Minute 50 to go in this contest. And handoff up the gut and up to the midfield stripe. The quarterback, by the way, is Hunter Newberry. He's in at quarterback. The ball carrier that time was, I believe, Baker. Oh, excuse me. That was Mahan, Titus Mahan was the ball carrier. So 4th down, minute 25, Coach. Unless they get a first down, or they'll probably have to turn the ball over, but it won't leave Bowling Green with much time or much hope anyway. They're down 31-7.
No, they're just they've got some subs in there now on both sides, and they're just running trying to run the clock, run the football.
And that's not going to be enough for the first down, as it only gets to about the 40.
Ooh.
Well, it's still running to 43, still well short of the first down, though. So
nice little pile up there.
Pile up on I-75. That's just right. You can see 75 from here, actually. You see the cars and trucks.
That's another story I have for you.
Yep.
I was when I was coaching here at Bryan Station in the early 70s. When I was offensive coordinator, I got on top of the booth to call the plays, and I was up on top of this press box. All right, and back then we basically had walkie-talkies to talk back and forth. We didn't have headphones and all that good stuff.
Right.
And I was trying to call plays, and I kept getting these noises. And what was happening was the truckers on the interstate were on their CB radios, were beeping in, and I would hear breaker 19. We have an accident on exit 113, and coach on the sideline was going, "What are you talking about? It wasn't me.
Yeah,
it was the truckers."
Yeah, I wouldn't call in a breaker 19.
No, heck no.
Minute 2.
Oh, nice job of breaking the tackle there.
Up near midfield, and that's where he'll be. It looks like a new ball carrier, and that's going to be Dion. Is that 35, Coach?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
No, it was Zion Johnson, 25.
Brummett made the tackle. Sean Brummett.
So 2nd down, 34 seconds. So Bowling Green, let's see, they'll probably get one more playoff, unless it's an incomplete pass. Inside handoff, it comes and stopped there by Corbin at the line of scrimmage. And Johnson again, the ball carrier, down to 18. That may do it. I'm not sure they'll hurry up and get another playoff or not. Down 31-7. It's all a moot point at this. So that's it. They're going to line up, and Bowling Green's going to head over and shake the hands of Corbin. And Corbin's going to move on to the championship. Convincing, Coach. 31-7. And, Coach, I think you've got a lineup there, Coach. Have you got the – and, of course, that's it. 31-7. Corbin wins it over Bowling Green.
Tomorrow's game, championship game from LCA.
D3. No, they'll be here.
Oh, it'll be here, but it's from the LCA.
Yeah.
Okay.
LCA against Pikeville.
So LCA and Pikeville, that'll be a good one. So that's coming up. It'll be Farnsley and Johnson County coming up. 31-7 here, and William, that does it from this on this one. And that's a good ball game. And for Corbin anyway, Coach, good job, good working. And it'll stay with us. A couple more coming tonight. 31-7, Corbin wins it over Bowling Green. no surprise here, Corbin. And, of course, join us for the 2 games tonight and the championships tomorrow. For William Moorfield, our producer, and also Coach Mike Meehan, this is Gary Ball. So long from the Kentucky Middle School championship games here on PrepSpin.com.